Welcome back. Let's put this in the ether. You know what? Never listen to a woman discussing about men's issue. First of all, I got the reason why I'm making this video is because there's a certain YouTuber named Shoe on Head try to discuss about men's loneliness and try to talk about our men's issue. First of all, what are you going to solve? What are you going to accomplish? Right? What she's saying is that men are being lonely and all this crap, and 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 she's try think that she understand men issue. Like, first of all, you are not a man. How can you understand men issue when you are not a man? You have to be a man to understand men's issue. That's like me saying that women have issue, but yet again, I don't know how to be a woman. I'm not woman. I'm not trying to solve women's problem. I could give you pointers, but I'm not trying to solve your guys' problem. With her, she try making it seem like it's a bad thing that men have to overcome. Okay, men have to overcome certain issues. I agree with that. There's certain fields and certain sections that men have to improve on. But who's to say that women doesn't have their own problems as well, right? Women have to improve their own situations before you can point out men's situation as well. And you can't just say men have a problem because you don't know what it's like to be a man, right? Men, when we were born in this society, we have a lot of expectation to live up to. Women, they just instantly, society instantly value women. Regardless how ugly you are, how pretty you are, instantaneously, society value daughters, women, more than they do value men, right? Especially in the Western Hemisphere, it might be somewhere different in China where men are more valued because men are considered as the workhorses. That's the only reason why men are more valued in the Eastern culture. But Western civilization, women are more valued. It's plain and simple, right? A man had to make himself valuable when he grow up, right? A man had to show himself that he's worthy of getting hired from this position. A man had to compete with other men out there, right? Women don't have to compete at all, right? When a woman go for a job interview with a man, usually women get picked for a man, especially today's society, especially 2023. If a man going for a job position, say, and a woman go for the same job position, most likely the woman will get those positions. That's the way it is. Don't tell me I'm wrong. It happens all the time. Where corporations pick women over men. Alright? It happens all the time. I'm not lying about that. Most men also agree. Most men also experience this. Where in society, women are more valued than men. Right? But that's why a lot of women are holding all these higher positions than men, or they're making more money than men. Right? And she tried to say men are facing this loneliness. Okay, men, I agree with you. Men are lonely, right? But who to say that just because a man is lonely, that doesn't mean he prefer to be lonely. Some guys out there prefer to be lonely. They prefer to be by themselves. There's nothing wrong with that. Like me, I enjoy my alone time. Just because I enjoy to be lonely, does that make something wrong with me? Right? Just because a guy prefer his time to himself, does that mean there's something wrong with him? No. He's just a guy who likes to be by himself. Well, woman is different. Woman cannot live without being accepted, without being accepted by society, without being what? Engaged in society, engaged with people. Woman cannot handle loneliness the way guy handle loneliness. Right? Guys can deal with being lonely. Guys don't take that much to be happy. Right? That's going with society as well. Guys do not have to fit in a certain kind of group to be happy. Guys does not have to be a part of a large gang to be happy. I mean, some guys do, but the majority of guys doesn't. Right? Guys don't usually want to be the limelight. Most guys don't want to be the center of attention. Most guys don't want to be the stars out there. Right? Most guys don't like that. I'm not saying that there's not any, but the most guys I talk to, the majority of men don't. They prefer to be lonely. They like their alone time. They like their peace and quiet. A lot of guys like peace and quiet. Hell, even the most outgoing guy love his peace and quiet. Why do you think we prefer like activity like fishing, solo hiking, rock climbing? Those are individual activities, right? Right? That doesn't mean he's happy or sad. They try to demonize guys because he's quiet. Okay, just because he's quiet doesn't mean he's a bad guy. No, he's just a guy who don't have much to say because he realized that certain things that he could say are impractical, right? When guys talk, it has to have practicality in it. It has to have a meaning, right? It has to have a purpose. Like me telling you right now, right? Like me making this video for you right now, trying to tell guys that, try to convince you that just because a guy is lonely doesn't mean he's a bad guy. Doesn't mean he's sad. Doesn't mean he's depressed. Sure, it might lead to that kind of stuff, but usually it doesn't. Guys are different from women. Women, when they're loneliness, they're depressed. They're suicidal. They're bipolar. They're all this stuff, right? Right? Because that's how women are. Women are wired differently than men. Women are wired to be socialized. They're socialites. That's what it is, right? That's why. That's why to a woman, other people's opinion matter to them. Their reputation matter to them. All this stuff matter to them. The social status are matter to a woman, right? That's why guys, most of the guys, when they're in a relationship, they have to build. They have to give up so much just to build a woman's social status. That's what it is in most relationships. Guys have to sacrifice his own time to propel a woman's time. That's why you see couples in the red carpets, the like celebrity couples, A-listers, right? When they go to the red carpet, they're more focused. The paparazzi are more focused on the women. Women love that attention. Women love attention more than guys love attention. Guys don't preferably like that much attention, right? Maybe you're a beta male, right? Mainly the guy who like attention, they're mainly the beta male out there, right? I don't preferably like attention that much. I'm a secluded guy. I like my time by myself to think about philosophy, right? To think about what's the meaning of life, to have deeper thoughts, right? To think about the true meaning of purposeness. That's why I enjoy my lonely time. I enjoy my time to write in books, write in my journals, to contemplate what's going on in life. And no, people try like shoe on head, whatever her name is, right? Try say that guys have a problem be lonely. Just because the guys are lonely doesn't mean he have a problem, right? That's my point I'm trying to make. Just because he's lonely does not mean he have a problem. He's just a guy who likes solitude. Right? Look at Superman. Superman, he go to his fortress of solitude. Does he have a problem? He go to his fortress of solitude to escape all the distraction in the world. That's what guys need. Guys, the reason why they don't conversate and they go things solo, go on hiatus, is to find himself, to discover himself, to find him either with Jesus, with God, to his true purpose in life. Right? To escape the hectic lifestyle, to escape the busy rat race. That's why I prefer my lonely time. It's escapism. It's like a woman or people watching a movie to escape from reality. Right? Me escaping this world, escaping this society is my alone time that I need to re-energize, reset, recharge myself, to think how things are. Because sometimes when you engage with this world too much, some guys is a short fuse. Sometimes guys get mad because they see how effed up the world is, and them being alone, taking time for themselves, is to recharge their mental health. That's what it is. Sometimes you need to be alone to recharge yourself. And guys, if you understand this, you understand. If you know, right? And I'm not talking to a small minority. A lot of guys like to be in their alone time. They like their alone time to read, contemplate, all this stuff, right? And they like, and the media, the people in this social media and all these stuff like to say, oh, just because guys are lonely more than lonely as ever is a huge problem. It might be a huge problem to a certain degree, but it's not as much of a problem that it is to women being lonely. Right? It's more of a problem for women being lonely because it affects them more, because they realize that they're not getting the attention that they want, the attention they crave from men. Men are waking up. Men are like, it's not easy to get attention from men anymore. Before it's easily, because before of the Me Too movement, guys give out women's attention by catcalling, saying all these stuff, giving compliments. Now, since they want equality, egalitarian, right? They want equality and don't be catcalled. Guys realize that if they do all this stuff, they get accused of being a bad guy, right? Being a pervert, being a creep, being all this stuff, right? Guys, I realize I'm if that's the case, if that's how society is treating me, I'll pull back. Guys are pulling back, right? Guys are thinking critically. They realize if they keep doing it the way it was, like it was back, what, 40 years ago, by giving women all this attention, especially in 2023, it's not conducive to their lifestyles, it's not conducive to their mental health, because they guys do not want to be called a creep and all this stuff just because he preferred his lonely time, right? Just because he's lonely, that doesn't necessarily mean he's having problems, right? And that's what I want to bring attention to, and I just wanted to clarify that, especially with Shuhan head. It sure is a good thing that people are focusing on guys' problem, but she can't say that much because she's not a guy. She can't get she's gonna give a solution how to fix men. First of all, you're not a man. How you gonna give out advice how a man to fix themselves when you're not even a man? You could give out your point of view, right? But you can't give out any solution. That's like me giving out women solutions how to fix yourself. I might give you what you could do to steps to make guys feel better, but I'm not gonna tell okay, woman, you need to get your breast implant. You need to get all these stuff. You gotta stop doing all that. Like, a woman gonna do what she's gonna do, and guys have to understand that since women are gonna do what she's gonna do, this is what guys have to look out for. That's why I give out to guys this kind of information. You can't change a woman. Right? You can't change a woman. She's gonna do what she's gonna do. She's gonna whore out when she's gonna whore out. She's gonna sleep around when she's gonna sleep around. This is what you need to look out for, right? To not get yourself in that situations. That's what I'm giving out for. I mean, that's what the type of thing I'm telling. And she would have tried to tell guys, try belittle guys and say all these stuff, like try shame men using shaming to say, oh, because you're lonely, because da 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 da. Man, just don't listen to these women's. Never listen to a woman about guys' issue. That's the point of this video. Never listen to a woman about guys' issue if they try to fix you. Women can't even fix their own issue, and they're gonna try to fix guys' issues, and they're not even men. Get out of here, man. But on that note, I digress. But if you agree with me, what I'm trying to say, leave a comment below. I just want to know what your perspective is. But, do you agree or disagree? Should you listen to a woman on how to fix men's issue? Are men bad because they're lonely? I don't think so. Let me know if you agree. And as always, you want to support my videos. I drop videos daily. You can like, share, and especially subscribe. On that note, guys, thank you for listening. And as always, peace and blessings.